Whoa. What the heck? Hello, everybody. I don't know if you guys heard that. They have a code cover at Poway High School. Sounds like they're requesting air support for it. Thank you guys for 6 likes already. I see we got a couple of people in here. Thank you, Cody, for joining, and Beto. Welcome to the stream. Happy Friday. Another edition of Newsflash Media Live. Hello, Pat. How you doing? I feel like it's been a while, but it's just been the normal week. I'm currently... Hello, Kenny. How you doing? Trying to set up a little dock for my scanner here. Hello, Sabrina. I've never seen Sabrina spelt like that. Hi, Belle. How you doing? Good to see you, Belle. Hopefully this will allow me to get better reception. I was going to do this earlier, but the crash came out in Vista. I don't know if you guys saw it on my page. There was an approximately 12-year-old boy that was struck by a vehicle, thrown about 30 feet, and then run over by the vehicle. So obviously a very violent collision. They were airlifted from Tri-City Medical Center in Oceanside. And I don't know which hospital they were taken to, and I don't know their current condition, but those are the facts as of right now. Hello, Charles. How you doing? One of my members. Thank you for joining. Member and moderator. You got all the badges by your name in the chat. Hello, Dale. Thank you for the information, Pat. You think it's the heat that's making everyone be involved in incidents lately because everyone's out? I could definitely see that. I saw the video just now, Daniel. Thank you for watching it. Doing good, just trying to stay cool. Just saw the footage you shot. That's so scary and tragic. Yeah, it sounded like the ladder truck from Vista either witnessed it or rolled up on the scene very quickly after it happened, because they actually reported it to dispatchers. It sounds like they did that right around the time people would have been calling 911. And they requested an ambulance and then subsequently started the air ambulance. All right, let's see if this works. Forgive me with the lighting here for a second.
231, thanks. We're still on line with the RP. Get more
This might work very well, actually. I'll give you guys a little sneak peek of what I'm working on here. Oh, let's turn on the flash. So basically I'm trying to get this for my scanner, which will eventually kind of, there's like a belt clip on the back here. So I'm gonna try to get that so I can dock it on my dash so that it'll have better reception through the windshield. Because as unprofessional as it may sound, I just keep my scanners on my passenger seat right now. And I've noticed that when I hold them up towards the windshield, they do get better reception. Good evening from National City. Good evening to you, Cody.
Okay. Good day, but I'll show you today.
So let's see if this works. Oh, wow. It looks like it may have actually worked. That's pretty cool. I'm not too good with this kind of stuff, so I'm surprised it's pretty sturdy, too.
235, just confirming you're pulling up behind the vehicle now.
So,
Engine 112 at 3349 Via
Shrubbery on the viewpoint.
Interesting. Okay. And I also got a new antenna. I mentioned that last week, so really trying to up my reception here because I noticed sometimes in some areas of North County I don't have the best reception on my scanners, so obviously not a good thing. It rained here for about 2 minutes today. I did see some rain, and I even got a notification that it was going to rain soon in North County, and I was like, what? Because it's like the hottest time of the year. This week specifically has just been boiling. Hello, Evergreen. How you doing? Hi, Janelle. Do you feel amped up after a video / scene like the one you just filmed? I would say I get amped up with certain incidents. An airlift is somewhat routine for me. And the scene itself wasn't too, I don't want to sound like insensitive or anything, but it wasn't too action-packed. It was just the car and some people who I maybe parents or something. So it wasn't anything like shooting a fire or something like that. Wish it would rain. I agree, April. We had that brush fire today in Oceanside. Had a pretty big one down by the border yesterday. I think that was like 1,400 acres or something. And they had evacuations and at least one structure lost. Hi, Daniel. I'm kind of on time today. You are right on time, Elizabeth. Thank you for joining. Good to see you.
North Town Engine 112. Responding.
Oh, Charles with the Newsflash logo in the chat. That's cool. I think you're the first person to have done that. That's awesome. I'm glad it worked. I know I mentioned that last week, but with technology, like even with this mount I just set up on my dashboard, I was like, we'll try it out and see if it works. It was 4,500. Oh, okay. I must have seen an early update on that. Thank you for correcting me on that. Oh yeah, newspaper emojis. So if you are new here, I see we have about 24 people in the stream. Thank you for joining, everybody. If you're new here, what we do is we monitor the fire and law enforcement scanners in North County, San Diego. So basically the 56 freeway north to about the tip of Fallbrook, into Camp Pendleton. And, you know, those are our kind of border areas. And if we have any incidents come up, we will go to them and I will cover them live for you guys for the next couple hours. I usually wrap at about 10 p.m. And we just chat it up, have fun, and keeping you guys informed all the while.
Nine David, 9 boy.
I'm going out.
It's good stuff. Join up, Daniel fans. Thank you, Charles.
415 family.
I'm a fan of you guys.
57 Loganberry Way. Yes, he was not answering questions.
A moment of silence for LA? Is he okay?
Voicemail and call back.
What happened to LA? I've been out of the loop for a second. What happened to LA? Me too. I'm in the same boat. I must have missed something on Juan's stream or something, unless Beto's doing one of his classic jokes. By the way, for all of you watching, we are in San Marcos right now. The traffic flowing you see in front of you is the 78 freeway near the Las Posas Road exit. So this is where we stage and wait for any potential incidents.
41 for now.
For David.
We have the main gate, Camp Pendleton, Pennsylvania plate King, Zebra King.
LA hasn't been on one stream.
White Nissan Road.
I think LA was here last week. Maybe he just couldn't make it to a couple of the streams. I think Juan did 2 or 3 streams within the last week. LA is not banned, Kenny. I did not ban LA. I don't know if I've ever banned anybody except those spammers that come in the chat every once in a while. Oh, and if you guys saw, very proud moment, I hit 10,000 followers on Instagram this week. Obviously could not have done it without your support, so thank you guys so much. That was a milestone I saw approaching for a little while and hit it the other day, and it was really exciting. Thank you, Elizabeth and Charles. Thank you, Belle. Thank you, Dale. I appreciate it.
2 boys, 10-8.
We're good for.
Code 4.
Clean up my mess here from my construction of that mount.
Negative 149.
7 David.
76 and Tucson, California, 7 David Nora Paul, 390 on a Cadillac.
Thank you, Kenny. We got to celebrate with a churro, Daniel. Yeah, I actually saw their Instagram. They posted today, or sometime recently. I saw it today.
36 minutes.
Thank you, Beto. Appreciate it. Let's make sure we check the CHP CAD and everything. Make sure we're not out of the know.
Engine 36, Medic 36, fall, Humboldt Casino, 14145, Highway 94, Tango.
Whoa.
44 Ball, can I get a case over?
I want to emphasize that it's a report, but there's a reported kidnapping
5702.
pretty close to us, actually. So we're going to go check that out.
76 in the
I'm going to
airport.
see if that aircraft in the sky is involved in this. No, that's an airplane. Okay. This is in the 100 block of South Las Posas Road, so we're pretty close to it. We've done this before on a stream where we tried to go check out a supposed kidnapping. These seem to come up every once in a while. And luckily, it seems most of the time a reported kidnapping doesn't end up actually being, a valid kidnapping, which is a good thing. But it's definitely worth getting eyes on. So, and it's super close. We might as well.
For 11 available and at La Costa Coffee, it's suite 208.
It started at about 7:42.
Coverage is entry motion.
So about a half hour ago. That's the thing with the Sheriff CAD. I absolutely love it, and it's very useful. But it's definitely hard sometimes to get the information as soon as it comes out. Even if you see it right when it pops up, the CAD is on a 5-minute loop, so you could see the incident 1 second after it comes out, or 5 minutes, because it refreshes every 5 minutes. So it's just luck of the draw in that way. And it's not like Pulse Point where you can get notifications with certain types of incidents. So let's see if we have a sheriff presence in Grand Plaza. That's where this is going to be. It's a large shopping center with Raising Cane's and Ross, Sprouts, Petco.
Northcom from AJ 232.
I've got to say, I really do like this mount that I put my scanner on here, and it took like 2 minutes to set up.
Northcom, can you cancel CHP? This vehicle is going to be in the...
40 Trevor, expect some time delay on the 2303 motorcycle southbound Boulevard. Check your thank you.
I usually get a car wash right before the stream, but I was on that Vista incident. So hopefully the windshield isn't too bad for you guys. Just did the built-in version of the car wash. Let's see.
213 David and Roger 415, Ocean View Cemetery, 1310 South Coast Highway. Reference a black female, mid-30s, wearing dark
I have
clothing.
to stop at a gas
who's
station
yelling and has a
and
stick.
squeegee
near the
my
main entrance.
windshield for you guys. Looking to the left right now, I don't see any sheriff vehicles, but it is a huge parking lot, so we'll kind of cruise around. If we don't see anything, we'll go to the gas station to clean off this windshield, give you guys a better view.
Enable coordinate.
10 David.
Vanderbilt, Consuelo Drive.
Let's see.
Point at 5, Zebra, Ida, John, 534, block active.
It did show as active on the CAD, so.
10 David on traffic, Vanderbilt to Castellano.
Let's just go around the perimeter here until we potentially see something.
Prior to showing out with 17.
10-4. Come on, David, you can turn 73 until you have covered. Going around to the 415 family. 8.97.
Nothing yet. Thank you, Charles, for the tip. I really appreciate it. Very cute fox emoji.
Copy, good 4. 40 with 10-8.
Go down by the Starbucks and the Good Feet store. I would not think a kidnapping would happen outside the Good Feet store, but you never know.
Mario 124.
Oh.
Mario 124. Destination change to Almar.
Yeah, not seeing anything in here. We'll go down the rest of Las Posas because there's actually a gas station down there, so we'll kill two birds with one stone to get my windshield cleaned. And if we happen to see anything, we'll obviously stop.
RA107, move up to CBD5.
Station 04 Ocean.
Let's go, Mario 124. Let's go, Mario 124.
4 Ocean on the contact VRP at the Jolly Roger dock. RP advised he paid for his lift and returned to find another vessel there.
Did not think that lady was crossing.
First coming.
All right.
9.97.
Yeah, nothing in here. Again, we're in the 100 block of South Las Posas Road in San Marcos. We're looking into a report of a kidnapping, but typically those don't end up being anything. I think that guy's car just stalled out at the light there. You got it going, though. You've never tried Cane's, Charles? I
97, I'll show you 10-8.
just went there this morning. I'll admit it.
Cover today.
It was like a late night thing though. Not a breakfast at 9 a.m. type of thing. Oh, that light's out. I would highly recommend Cane's. It's definitely one of my favorite quick spots. Yeah, sorry about the glare. This is why I get a car wash every week. I've actually never done a stream recently without getting a car wash first, and that is why. Especially because we're driving around more at night now. The sun goes down earlier, so everyone's got their headlights on. Swing into the Chevron and squeegee it up real quick. $5.49 for your regular unleaded. Anything popping at Costco? Not that I know of. I could swing by there if you heard something though.
I'm hearing it alarm going off inside, but the exterior is checking secure.
For audible inside, exterior check secure. Boulevard, Suite A, Adam.
Vista. Traffic collision. Engine 121 and RA 126.
1.10.
Coco's Restaurant Vista. At 605 West Vista Way.
Two-way code for subject leaving no drive.
Alrighty, are we better now? I don't even know if that was bothering anybody, but it was bothering me, so did a quick clean. Let's see.
First on call, code 4, call secure. First call, secure.
Hello, Jose. How you doing? Thanks for joining. That's great. You got a mount. Daniel Wan was saying how he wanted to suggest a mount for your laptop. I have thought about that before. I do have a lot of people that sit in my passenger seat often, so I don't know how that would work. From what I've seen, it's a pretty bulky mount if you get one for your laptop, but certainly something I'd look into. Hello, Miss Susan. How you doing? Thank you for joining. Oh, no way. How did I miss that? TC and Vista at Costco. Okay. That's what you guys were talking about. Let's head over there. What great squeegee skills. Thank you so much. Oh, the glare's inside the windshield. I should get a like glass cleaner or something. Hopefully it helped at least a little bit. Okay, so we are headed to a traffic collision at Costco and Vista, right by the intersection of Hacienda and Emerald. That's a stringer's light there. I got out of the car for like 2 minutes and missed a crash. But nonetheless, we are on the road. I'm going to try to work my way back to the freeway because Costco is right off at 78.
Pick up property, 1180 Civic Center Drive, apartment B24. CRP is looking to surrender his firearm. Copy SPT for further. Station 020 Sam, do you copy?
That's an interesting thing to hear on the scanner is an address like that. The address was 1180, and 1180 is the same code for a traffic collision with major injuries. So sometimes they'll say 1199 for an address, and 1199 is like the most serious code there is. It's an officer in need of urgent assistance. So sometimes when I hear that, I perk up real quick, and then I'm like, oh, it's just an address, which is good. I have covered one 1199 before. That was in Escondido when one of their officers was shot. And then I think it was less than a year later in December, this past December, they had a pursuit where one of their officers got shot as well. But that one was not in 1199 because all the officers were already there.
Non-injury, cancel the RA.
Non-injury for Vista. We'll still go check it out because we don't have anything else going on right now. Sometimes non-injuries are visual, but usually they're not. Especially if they're in a park.
Yeah, I was about 21 years.
Vista, ALS response, fall, engine 142, and RA 145, and 2100 Radiance Way, 118.
Hopping onto the 78 from Rancho Santa Fe to get to Emerald. Should be there in about, I'd say like 7 minutes. Oh, bro. That's why you check your blind spots. It has been hot, hot, hot. I think we were at least the the low 90s today for Inland North County.
A large freight truck with blood transport on the side of the park nickel stacked the last 2 days. It's been running non-stop. Another hot time. Stationary units on Loganberry. Status.
I swear, like half the time I forget to do a recap of the last week at the beginning of the stream. I like to catch everyone up if they happen to miss something. But I was just thinking about how we're heading to the same area I was in earlier for that collision involving the juvenile pedestrian.
Never City.
Checkpoint. Check the area for an OTC, 195 South Tree on an OTC. Black female wearing a black do-rag, red Adidas t-shirt, black pants, like open container next to the surveillance report.
Copy, 214.
Costco parking lot is going to be off to our left in just a couple seconds.
David 97. Three David 97.
Alrighty. It's either in the parking lot or on Hacienda. Check the parking lot first. Not seeing anything yet.
Copy the message on the board.
We're probably looking for sheriff vehicles more than fire because it's non-injury.
Two boy subjects going to be at platform 1. Contractor.
Copy, platform 1. Copy, good work.
Oceanside. BLS response. Lift assist. Engine 215. That is all Sunny Drive.
Got a crash in Poway. Poway is the hotspot so far tonight. They had a code cover at Poway High School and now a crash. Definitely a little bit of a drive, but if it turns in anything, not opposed to going there. That's like my border for North County. I don't even know if that's considered North County technically. Well,
Confused 10-8.
I've never been in this section of their parking lot. Just trying to make sure I don't miss anything, but I think it's cleared at this point.
Person down. Engine 122 and RA126.
I'm guessing the car...
Across from post office at 932 to 973. Post
Post away.
I'm guessing the car may be still in the parking lot, but we just can't tell which one it is because there's no sheriff presence or anything anymore. So we'll likely be clearing this one, but definitely good that we at least checked it out. I'm gonna park real quick.
Assault. Engine 231, Medic 232, and Encinitas Lifeguards. Moonlight Beach Gauge at 400 West Beach Street.
Assault at Moonlight Beach. I'm gonna catch up on the chat real quick. That's interesting. I just chose a random parking spot at an incident, and you can still see the freeway lanes. Hello, Regina. How you doing? Cynthia, good to see you. Thank you for joining.
New Jersey. John.
I keep telling Kenny we need to print up the codes and laminate it or something to be able to know what they're talking about. Yeah. It's like another language. If I want to Google the codes, what do you put in the search bar? I would just put San Diego Police radio codes. They might not all be accurate to what North County uses, but I'm not sure they'd have one specifically for North County. Does anyone know how is the boy doing this evening? I do not have a condition on him. If you're talking about the boy that was struck by the vehicle in Vista, that was definitely a, I don't usually hear that they were struck and then run over afterwards. It almost makes it, this is pure speculation from me, but it almost makes it sound intentional, because if he was thrown 30 feet and then run over, I mean, how were you not able to stop the car? I don't know. Yeah, airlifted from Tri-City, Charles. Not sure exactly which hospital he was taken to. I didn't hear that. But a safe assumption is Rades, since he was approximately 12 years old. Hello, Nani. How you doing? Thank you for joining. You did not miss much. The driver, well, the vehicle at least, was at the scene when I shot it, unless it was a witness or something. Everything is just observational in my videos, especially with the sheriff traffic being encrypted at this point. I did try to reach out to sheriff, but I didn't get an answer, which usually they're great about answering the phone and giving information if they do have it. There was also a swatting call in San Marcos. I covered a swatting call that was initially a reported shooting in San Marcos also. That was just a couple months back. If you guys don't know what swatting is, it's essentially where someone creates a serious report and it's all a hoax. So in the case a couple months ago, someone reported that a father had been shot at a residence in San Marcos. Of course, they send resources to that residence to help the person, fire department, sheriffs in this case, and it ended up being completely unfounded. That happened again today with a reported stabbing on Santa Fe Court. That was either unincorporated Escondido or San Marcos. It was a gray area. But yeah, I'm surprised that happened again. Just checking up all the sources, make sure we're not missing anything. I missed the 30 feet and run over part. OMG as a mommy of a 12-year-old. Yeah, it's tragic, and to not know the patient's condition, you're just kind of left to wonder how they're doing, especially with the severity of the impact. And hello, Adrian, how you doing? You did not miss much. We're just checking out a non-injury crash in Vista. We did not find anything here. Other than that, did we go to something earlier? I'm forgetting. I don't think we did. Oh, we went to the kidnapping. That's what it was. The reported kidnapping. Also did not find anything there. Daniel, did you hear about the school shooting threat at San Marcos High School on Thursday? I did not. I heard about a couple false threats in Escondido, but they were both found to be false, luckily. Prank calling authorities should have steeper punishments. It's so aggravating to see these little brats get away with it, especially with the departments being understaffed right now. I mean, their resources are already stretched thin, and to have them assigned to initially what seems like a serious incident and it ends up not to be, you know, that's obviously concerning because somebody else could need help. Thank you, Charles. Oh, I do actually have a... Yeah. It looks like the injuries were updated to 1180, which we mentioned earlier means traffic collision with major injuries. So that update came just after 7, so about an hour after the crash happened with the boy in Vista. So it looks like at this point it's safe to assume that the injuries sustained were major, unfortunately.
89 South Bay, expired registration. Liability to aid Brent Parker.
Other incidents we had this week, the Oceanside story of a body found in a pond, the upper pond area at Guahomie Lake. We had a suspect shoot into Larry's Beach Club, which is a local dive bar in Oceanside on South Tremont Street. And then we had a pretty major crash in Vista. And the story for that one was pretty wild. You had military personnel getting fire extinguishers from a local business and putting out the fire. And then after the fire, the 2 people inside were trapped. One for about 30 minutes, and then about 30 minutes later, the driver was extricated. One was taken by life flight, the other by ground to Palomar Medical Center. That was one of the longest extrications I have seen at a car accident, or, you know, anything, because it usually is a car accident. Just going to check up on Astria's whereabouts real quick, and if we have nothing there, we will hit the road again.
Aspen 3 Station Alert.
Confirming you're at Brooks, Santa Barbara.
When you're clear for the rescue, if you can switch over to Vista for harmless patients 417.
Super, we're up next. You first.
Switch over. Yeah. 76. Station on Astria, 3 on line.
Station 3.
Would you be able to start to someone to Vista for a 207 possible?
Station to Astria Alert. Station 3. You're being requested to switch over to Poway for a code cover at Poway High School.
Okay. Those are all, if you're hearing those call outs for Astria, those are all archives from about an hour ago at the most recent, so that is not current. Do you think that body was there very long? Oh, we got a spammer in here. Thank you, Evergreen, for getting on top of that before me. As far as how long the body was there in Oceanside, obviously I don't want to go into much detail, but I do see the, you know, if something is blurred out, I see it when I'm shooting it. So I would say it was there for some time. I don't know exactly how long, because I'm not like a medical examiner or anything like that, but I'll leave it at that. Any update on the Esco body found? That one was weird. Obviously very sad indeed, but the fact that it was wrapped was definitely unique, and that one seems like a homicide to me, just based off of my speculation. But as far as an update on that, no, I don't have one, unfortunately. I heard there was a fire today by the sprinter tracks off College in Rancho Del Oro. There was, in fact, about an acre and a half at one point. I don't know exactly what the final size was. There also was a rollover at Rancho Del Oro and what was it? Oceanside Boulevard and Rancho Del Oro, which is where they had the closure in place. So I think like 30 minutes or an hour after they reopened the roadway from the fire, someone flipped their car at that same spot. Hello, Jolene. How you doing? Thank you for joining. All right, we are gonna hit the road a little bit. As unbelievable as it is, I actually just turned up the temperature in my car. My old car, the AC was not that good. So I'm grateful to have good air conditioning in this one. All right, let's get going. Again, we're in Vista at the Costco. We're looking into a non-injury crash, nothing found. So we're gonna hop back on the 78 and go back to our staging area. Unless, of course, we get a call on the way.
Forget it.
Close to Wisconsin.
Philip. Gonna be a check in the mail. He's talking to himself. He's throwing bottles in the street. Possibly S or Olympic.
Show me around. I'll be walking. Thanks a lot.
Copying up Michelin. Somebody Wells Fargo. And have my shopping cart. David Quinboy, 415 and 1604 Mission Avenue in Melville, Liquor. The male is trying to fight RP, Hispanic male, in 20s, wearing no shirt and pants.
South Escondido Boulevard, number 2109, Escondido.
Report, David.
I think this is San Diego police. Yeah, what they're doing up here.
Stay away northbound on Valley.
Those people on the driver's side, the driver and the passenger in the back on the driver's side were both holding onto their mattress with their hands. That was on top of the vehicle. Does not look very fun.
Copy, code 4. I'll show you 10-8.
Copy. This is all zero, so far as yours.
Support Julie. Also back to last.
Fun fact, they're putting in a Karl Strauss brewery
David, 7 boys,
right
7.
there that we just passed on the left. All that fencing is for the construction. There's another one in Carlsbad over by Legoland, but they're putting one here in San Marcos.
Engine 106. Just an update. It's a AC issue, not a fire issue. We're going to clear it. They're going to contact the responsible party. Copy, full stick.
I'm on the 60-22-45 CDR, Suite 103 B-Boy. Both units are out core performance, covering interior motion at 2056.
Thank you, LA, for the tip. I very much appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great start to your weekend.
David, 10-8.
Thank you so much. Your support means the world. Kenny says, "Hi, Daniel, you just passed us." Where were you? Passed you 8 minutes ago? Where was I at that point? Probably like getting onto the freeway. Just flew in from Idaho. Classic LA. Hello, David, by the way. How you doing? What's your tattoo of?
Hey, for David.
Have a good night, Cynthia. Thank you for joining.
Well, copy.
Did they open the Costco business off the 78 yet? Yes, they did. In San Marcos. I think that opened, it was St. Patrick's Day, so March 17th. It's been open for almost 6 months. Oh my gosh, Kenny, you were on the freeway? That's crazy. What are the odds?
Chill, boy. RP, stating that the RP is not in his right state of mind and hallucinating, also hasn't slept in days. These second RP is requesting contact via 21.
Sensible.
Was he the person holding the mattress? Yeah, Kenny, was that you holding the mattress on the car? It looked like they were having some trouble steering the car because of the drag that the mattress was creating.
Copy for forward then, Kenny.
That's funny though.
Zoomer.
That was weird. Looks like I just picked up sheriff detentions for like a split second. I guess one of their units didn't have their encryption on or something. I heard a good old 10-4 from sheriff detentions, which I'm guessing is the jail units.
Call for 1183 6212 4K Vista.
Crash in Carlsbad.
Go-kart accident inside the K1 speed.
Whoa! That is an interesting call. We are definitely going to that.
Engine 135. Public assist.
I have never heard that before.
Street. Lane con.
So 1183 is a traffic collision with unknown injuries. They used that code in this case to describe a go-kart accident that has just occurred in the K1 Speed, which is a go-kart racing establishment in Carlsbad near Palomar Airport. I have never heard Carlsbad describe a go-kart accident there, which I'm assuming they happen. I've even been there, and I've, you kind of
inside K1 Speed here. They're not on the street.
You kind of bump into other go-karts as you go, but
Any update on injuries?
Someone is in pain in the background. We're not sure the extent.
someone is in pain in the background of the call, but they're not sure of the extent.
Traumatic injury. Engine
212 South Pacific reference a panic attack and a 26111
It was just dispatched as a traumatic injuries call. but PD put it out as an 1183 traffic collision unknown injury.
Oceanside, ALS response, breathing problems. Engine 211, RA 211, and Oceanside life cars at 212 South Pacific Street.
They said everyone is inside, so it sounds like this collision happened on the track. They have like a racetrack inside that you race around. So this did not happen, like they didn't take the go-karts outside and crash. But wow. I've been monitoring the scanners for a while in North County. I've never heard of a go-kart crash. K1 isn't just 2 racers on the track at a time. I don't think so. I think there can be as many as, I want to say about 10. I don't know if it's that, you know, popular of a place to where they have 10 to do at once, but I think I did my 13th birthday there, actually. I've done one of my birthdays there.
Station 8.8, David.
It's pretty pricey. I went with one friend because it was like one of those things. It's like you can go to dinner with a bunch of friends, or you could do K1 speed with one of your friends.
Current only. North of 615 Frederick.
So I'm guessing we won't be able to get a visual on the actual go-kart, but they wouldn't be able to get the ambulance in the building, so we would see a victim come out. We have about I'd say 5 to 10 minute ETA. We just need to take this road
Copy, 1 David on 2.
down to K1. Typically when they say start for an 1183, it's like a, you know, 2 vehicles,
Engine 136 and rescue ambulance.
something more definitely normal than that.
Assessment 660 North Queen Street, number G18, Escondido, Village Grove Apartments.
George 2987.
Oceanside, ALS response, chest pain, engine 217, and RA 213. The Timbers Apartments minus 550. At 550 Los Lagunitas Boulevard. Apartment 84.
Thank you guys for 27 likes. Thank you, Charles, for the tip. And is that Nani that became a member? Let's see. Thank you, Nani, for becoming a member, a Newsflash supporter. I very much appreciate both of your support.
Well,
3106, on Plaza.
Northcom engine 211. Engine 211. Northcom engine 211.
13 Kilo, start there with
The
this.
government surrender of Southwest Pacific. The PD gave Pacific and the RP did, or the patient did confirm that we're just looking at the cell phone GPS. It looks like the strand is about 121 south of the strand. Copy, confirming 121, not 212.
10 Daily.
Douglas Teal,
I'm just going off of the cell phone GPS.
There was a call here earlier on Radiance Way. I think it was a medical or something. This is Radiance right here, this intersection.
211 copies. Frank RA 211. Check with PD up there, see if they doubt anything. We'll drop down.
Slot 41508.
RA 213. Northcom RA 213. Media shows responding. FTC down. RA 213 responding. Engine 211 from RA 211. Go ahead. Engine 211 from RA 211. Just spoke with PD. They said that they already were on the street and they didn't see anybody. We're not contacted. If you guys want to go ahead and clear, we'll do a lap on the strand and see if we can track down the patient.
Cal Fire loves their tones. Their beeps and their boops. I don't know what is going on there.
Engine 211 copies. Northcom copied as well. I will recall the patient, see if I can get a better pinpoint location.
Battalion 20, Battalion 3320, Water Tender 47, Engine 36, Engine 242, Engine 3172, Engine 3372, 3362, Engine 3173, Water Tender 44, Transport Desert 3342, San Diego Fire Crew 1, Fox Fire Crew 3, Prevention 3321.
This is for a vegetation fire in the Otay Lakes area.
13531, Otay Lakes Rib. Respond MDU 2, Ton 10, CDF TAC 5, CDF TAC 1. First unit of scene will be the Otay IC.
So I guess they do all those tones before a very large dispatch, like you just heard. That will be the Otay fire.
45. 44.
People next to me are jamming out.
20.
I don't want to get copyrighted for the music use, so I'll roll my window back up. Hello, Coley. How you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for joining.
Copy, responding 1214.
Whoa, that Tesla blasted off. Oh my gosh.
Engine 211, no answer on callback.
I can tell you with full certainty, my Prius is not capable of blasting off like that Tesla did.
Roger, copy.
Those blinking lights are for Palma Airport, in case that gives you guys an idea as to where we are. We're in Carlsbad now. Again, we're going to what was put out by PD as a traffic collision. FD has it as a traumatic injuries call at K1 Speed, which is a go-kart racing establishment in Carlsbad. Sounds like there was some sort of collision in the building on the track, the racetrack.
Oceanside. ALS response. Breathing problems. Engine 211. At 100 to 199. South of Strand.
I maybe should have plugged this one into my GPS. I know it's one of the upcoming lights. We'll swing a left. You can see it from the road we're on right now. You'll be able to see the sign for K1. Let's see. Is it this one? Should be the next one. I'm almost surprised it's still open. It must be open until 10. It's already past 9. And I think this call came out just after 9. There's K1 speed on the left. Okay, so we'll take a left at the next light. Way in there. It is still 77 degrees in Carlsbad, a coastal town, and it's 9:18. 12 a.m. Wow, that is a late night of go-karting. Maybe after he can do a lap with stream. Yeah, let's buy a couple of laps on the go-kart. I'm wondering how this incident will affect the business, if they'll close it. As far as for tonight, I don't close, but all right. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to figure out where exactly this is. Let's pull over real quick and plug it in. I think it might be just up this hill, but I'm just gonna plug it in real quick just to be sure. Okay. Yeah, it's just up here. So left and then a right. Of a police presence. They might even be blocking the driveway.
On the north side of the complex. Your alarm is coming from a maintenance shed. It's locked.
Can't tell if that's a block or if they've just arrived, but we'll just park in here to be courteous. This might actually give us a little bit of a unique view. There happens to be holes in these bushes. All right, let's hop out. Again, we're at K1 speed and, oh, you know what? We got a fire unit right here. Heading out. All right, we're at K1 speed in Carlsbad. The ambulance is also leaving at this point. There goes the engine. Interested to see if there's a patient. It looks like the back of a ambulance does have its lights on. So I'm assuming there's a patient in that ambulance from this K1 speed accident. Okay. Let's see. I'm hearing the go-karts going in there, if you just heard that screech. But let's see if we can ask. Hello. How are you guys? Any word on injuries by chance?
Minor injuries.
Minor injuries? Okay, that's good. Thank you guys. Have a good one. So just minor injuries here for the go-kart crash. Let's get a couple angles of the police presence for you guys before we head out. Got a couple PD units. You saw the engine and ambulance just take off. I think someone was transported based on the lights in the back of the ambulance being on, but that's the scene here. You can kind of see through there the go-karts flying around, somebody putting their helmet on. You can see how fast they're going past the doorway. They do go at a pretty high speed. So it's a good thing that there's only minor injuries involved here, but we will wrap it up here and head back. I will say, it's interesting that the business is up and running already. I thought they'd have a stop on the go-karting for a minute since this happened, but they must have just taken the patient off of the track and then transferred them to the ambulance. PD is clearing as well. We just caught them before they headed off. One of the units is still there, but definitely an interesting one. I have not heard go-kart crash before. Just gonna adjust this real quick. Let's see if that was in fact a transport. Yes, okay. So they did transport somebody, but as you heard the officers say there, which that was definitely nice of them to give me the info. You heard them say minor injuries, so that's good. There we go. Gotta get the good angle for you guys. Oh, that guy really wanted to make the light. Hi, Ursula. How you doing? And good night to you, David. You have a great weekend as well. Thank you for joining, Ursula. Another person jamming out. Everyone's just vibing tonight. It's Friday. Oh, no headlights on that car.
Why not?
I hate seeing that because it's so dangerous. See if that
See
BMW lets them know.
4536 Beverly Glen Drive. Between ERP and his girlfriend Michelle, both have their HPD.
It's my first attempt. Sometimes it works. I'd say about a quarter of the time when you flash your brights at somebody, it works to get them to turn on their headlights. Come on, buddy. Well, third time's the charm did not come to fruition there.
Okay.
Oh, they did it! They turned them on. I don't know why that gets me so pumped up. It's the most random thing, but I love when it works. I don't know if that was because I flashed my brights at them, but hopefully they realize what I was doing now.
Jesus, type code on my call to DUI.
Different emojis for different scenarios. I think Juan has that Pancho Villa, that store he parks in parking lot of sometimes. I do have a fire emoji, so if we go to a fire, got the little flame.
97.
We're still behind this person too. We're just driving to the same place, I guess. Imagine if they parked in the Harley lot. That's one thing I should put in the emojis is a Harley Davidson logo. That might be copyright infringement or something though. I'll just shoot them an email and say it's free advertising.
Engine 217. Careful, Bueller. Lincoln copy break BLS 213, you can cancel. BLS 213, copy again.
297.
Passing by San Marcos High is making me think of that threat that I think it was Nani. Was it you or Beatrice that mentioned it earlier? A recent threat at San Marcos High. I remember when there was a bomb threat and they had the Vaughn's parking lot across the street was like filled with emergency vehicles. They had like a command post set up and they had somebody do a media statement, which was nice. But luckily, those seem to be, I mean, luckily is because of the alternative, those seem to usually be like swatting calls in which they're hoaxes.
Vista, assault, engine 124 and IA 124, next to gas station, at 785 Shadow Ridge Drive.
Got an assault in Vista. That'll be the Circle K, the gas station they mentioned. I'll check the CAD, the sheriff CAD on that once we get to our destination to see if it's a 245,
Copy,
which is with a deadly weapon. A lot of things can be considered a deadly weapon. I've heard, I think water bottle, vehicle is a deadly weapon, obviously a gun or a knife, a pole, stick, goes on and on. Rocks.
Very well, bro.
116 times 5.
Oh,
350 counter which way?
not the craziest haul, but definitely not.
Also,
Great.
possible vegetation fire in that Otay Lakes Road by Skydive San Diego. You can yell from the road.
Report of 5 gunshots. That was in Oceanside. I didn't quite understand the street
We are
name.
launching for that right now. We have 2 different addresses. One
Could be
was
fireworks,
near
could be a
Vito,
car backfiring.
The other was near Otay Lakes. Do you have a better 20?
It's really not a news story until there's a
Was at Vito.
shooting victim, so it's good that we don't have any victims right now or anything like that.
Copy, what's the good sir you working on?
There's Canes again. I forget which people, I think it was Charles, was saying they've never tried Canes before. It's a sign, Charles, you need to go to Canes.
197.
I would love to see what that thermometer on the left side of your screen shows today, because it's always totally off. If it's mid-range, like 75, it'll say 75, but if it's pretty cold or pretty hot, it'll just go completely extreme. Oh, I see. I think I see some police lights. Are they moving? Wait. Oh, someone got pulled over on the 78. I don't know if you guys see that. Right over there.
Engine 131 and rescue ambulance.
I couldn't tell if they were responding to something or if they got pulled over.
1550 West Valley Parkway, Escondido.
Back at the home base, the Harley lot. I caught up on the chat.
Taking King Drive.
Denver. 197. $24,797.
Got everyone talking about potatoes in the chat.
Engine 136 and rescue ambulance 133. ALS unconscious. 1550 West Valley Parkway, Escondido.
Whenever I see a Harley, I think of Daniel. Thank you, Thomas. That means a lot. That's funny. Oh, sounds like the gunshots were fireworks in Oceanside. So, happy 4th of July, everybody.
David 97.
Thank you, LA, for the tip. I appreciate it. You got the glizzy in the chat. That's become a thing now, is hot dogs. I need to put a hot dog emoji as well for the members. Shared on Facebook. Thank you, Nani, for sharing. I see Pat let me know that they were transporting one from the K1 speed incident. Thank you for the info, Pat. And we had Play Stuff giving us directions. Thank you for that. If you guys have any questions or comments, anything of the sort, always feel free to shoot them in the chat, but that's just a reminder. I'm definitely willing to give you guys information on incidents or, you know, anything. Open book. Some things I may direct you to a private message on social media, but regardless, you'll get an answer if I can give it to you. Hey, Liam, how you doing? You guys, Liam hit 5,000 followers on Twitter. Congratulations to Liam. He runs SD County Fires on Twitter, and he is a great resource. Even as recently as today, he was a great resource in the updates on the, what was it, Sprinter Fire? Yeah, the Sprinter Fire. I got it mixed up with the Skylark Fire, which was also in Oceanside recently. But definitely give him a follow. He's also on Facebook. He runs a page. Go ahead and throw it in the chat if you'd like to, Liam. I forgot the name exactly on. I know it's different on Facebook.
You show me Denise.
Troll in the house. Welcome, Troll.
197.
Thank you for joining. Doing great. Been quite busy with fires lately. Listening to a possible one near Otay Lakes now. We heard the dispatch. It was quite sizable for that fire. Sounds like they're sending an aircraft to look into it. I'm sure you know more about that than me, Liam. Danny Boy in the action. Not a whole lot of action right now. We did just come from K1 Speed, where there was a go-kart accident, which I had never heard. That definitely kind of got my adrenaline going. I know Charles earlier was asking if I had adrenaline with the incident in Vista earlier, which I didn't really, just because it was, you know, an airlift and then a car with, you know, Not much damage. But something unusual like a go-kart accident, hearing that on the scanner definitely gets you going.
Hey.
They haven't found anything from the road, but Astria is headed down to do a recon of the area. Thank you for the info, Liam. You're always on top of it. Yeah, Ursula, I think you joined right after that. So just to update you on the go-kart accident, it was minor injuries per the officers at the scene who were nice enough to give us some info. They did transport one person. My Facebook page is Brushfire Party Line, San Diego North County, but I also contribute to the Watch Duty app, which I highly recommend. Oh yeah, when did that come out? That's pretty recent. I downloaded it and it definitely is useful. Doing well, Troll, how are you? Got a new call in Oceanside. Let's see what it is. They just dispatched a couple of units.
David 97, 1 David en route, unknown problem, 1103 North Coast Highway at the roadway end.
Unknown problem at the roadway inn.
Channel 5 David, 4 David.
124, go ahead.
11-8 at the Mission and Frontier Bridge, subject laying in the sidewalk next to some bushes.
At Mission Avenue and Frontier Drive.
Received no response from the subject.
Thank you, LA, for another hot dog tip. I very much appreciate it. How hot is it out there? Oh, it is warm. Oh my gosh. My car says it's 80 degrees right now, and it is nearly 10 p.m. Wow.
The dark, large SUV driving in reverse down the street, then up onto the curb. Station okay.
I guess I got used to the AC in the car because I could not tell how hot it was without rolling down the window. But that's the whole point of air conditioning, so I guess it's doing its job. What's the plan for Labor Day in this heat wave? I have no specific plans. I'll probably be working because, unfortunately, there happens to be a lot of DUIs with holiday weekends. So I will be on the scanners likely. And we're kind of right in the middle between coastal and inland here in San Marcos, so I'm sure it's probably like 85 right now in Escondido Valley Center, Fallbrook maybe. And it's probably a little cooler. I know when we were in Carlsbad, I think it said 70 or something. Somewhere in the 70s. Let's check the forecast. My phone says 76 for San Marcos. Tomorrow is 93, or no, that's today. Tomorrow's 94. Then Sunday 93 and Labor Day 91 degrees. Is Labor Day actually on Monday? Or is that just the extra day everybody gets? And then it goes into the 80s.
ALS response. Sick person. RA-213. At Mission Avenue and Frontier Drive.
Daniel, is this your full-time job or you have another job as your main job? This is my full-time job right now. I used to do some YouTube editing on the side, but that concluded. So right now, this is the only thing I do. But I'm certainly, open to adding more things.
2.97. 8.97.
Is it Nani's birthday? Happy birthday, Nani. Want to edit some vids for me? I'm certainly open to it, LA. If you have some vids, send them over. I remember when I got Final Cut Pro when I was 15. That was a big deal. Because it's a...
213, go ahead.
Hold on one second.
Because they did not know who it was. We're asking them to step out.
Down, and engine 213 is clear. Are we still responding?
Birthday on Sunday. Awesome. Well, happy early birthday, Nani.
Action 3, we are 10-4 and checking that area. Still don't see anything.
Astria not seeing anything on the fire for Otay Lakes.
Copy.
Definitely not North County, but worth an update, right?
That's from engine 217. RE213 can cancel.
Black Dodge Ram.
Copy, break RE213 cancel.
215 East Parker, traffic through 10, David.
Oh, we have a press release that came out 13 minutes ago. Vehicle strikes pedestrian in Vista. This is obviously going to be about the 12-year-old. So for those of you that wanted an update on the, it was approximate 12-year-old boy that was struck. 11-year-old struck by vehicle while crossing street. It says Sheriff's Department received a call of a collision involving a vehicle versus a pedestrian at North Santa Fe and Vista Village. Deputies responded, located an 11-year-old male who had been struck by a vehicle. The boy was attempting to cross the street against traffic when he was struck by the oncoming vehicle, transported by air ambulance to Rady Children's Hospital with serious but non-life-threatening injuries. That's good. The driver of the vehicle remained at the scene and cooperated with investigators. Alcohol and/or drug intoxication is not believed to be a factor. The Vista Traffic Division is handling the investigation. So there's an update for you guys that came out from the Sheriff's Department about 15 minutes ago. I know some of you were wondering. That was the most recent video on my channel.
Encinitas, snake removal, engine 234, at 3000 Wishbone Way.
There was a lady just hit in Linda Vista. She was walking. Oh, I did hear a report of that. The report I got, which this source isn't always accurate, so definitely take this with a grain of salt, said car versus ped, and the ped was trapped under the car.
Code 410, David. Confirm.
They just asked for an update or an ETA for sheriff's deputies on that assault in Vista in the 700 block of Shadow Ridge Drive. That was not assault with a deadly weapon, though, as I was going to check earlier. So just an update on that.
Can you repeat that last? You were a little
Snake removal, Patrol 236, at 3000 Wishbone Way.
East or south, you're good to clear. You can return.
I should pick up. Will be clear in the area. Thank you.
I could believe that when I pick up my kiddo from school, kids just walk the crosswalk without looking. I understand pedestrians go first, but dang, kids look both ways, no matter what. I agree. I mean, we saw that during this stream. Some lady just kind of went when I was by Cane's looking for that reported kidnapping. And definitely got to keep an eye out, the pedestrian and the driver both, to avoid an accident. But yeah, it can get a little hairy when people just kind of assume no cars are coming. That's a good point, Ursula. Poor lady had to be extra hot under there. You don't even, or I didn't even think about it that way, where if you're trapped under a vehicle, if that vehicle was, you know, not just started, it's been driving around for a while, those mechanics are probably very hot. You could definitely get burned, I'm assuming. I will be wrapping up the stream in just under 10 minutes. So again, if you guys have any questions, comments, critiques even, definitely open to hearing anything. Just wanted to do one last reminder so everyone can get in there, get their comments addressed, if they so please. This stream went by fast. I feel like we just started. We checked out the reported kidnapping, accident in Vista, and then the accident in Carlsbad, the go-kart accident at that. Nothing too serious though. Go another 30 minutes. You guys, it's tempting, and as weird as it sounds, I actually do have a commitment after this, so I unfortunately cannot go another 30 minutes. I think someone mentioned a 24-hour stream before. That would be an interesting thing to do. Probably wouldn't want to be driving that long. Drowsy driving isn't the best, but maybe like a 12-hour stream one day. Will YouTube just end it after a certain point? Catalytic converters heat up to 700 to 900 degrees pretty quick. Oh my gosh. 900 degrees? Isn't fire like 1100 degrees? Yes, a flasher meeting.
And the vehicle is turned on.
That was a weird ambulance. Definitely was not a Northcom ambulance that just passed by on the 78. It was like yellow and blue.
Oceanside. Person down. Engine 215 at 650 Douglas Drive.
I gave it on 97 and on the vehicle.
97 and on the vehicle.
They didn't play this Florida Lincoln Nora William King 89. It's a flat.
Go till 10:30. I don't want to stop crocheting. Oh, you guys, it's so tempting. Do a 30-minute crochet live stream, Janelle. I would be your first subscriber. Everyone click like before the stream ends. Thank you, Troll. I appreciate that reminder. I can't get into that account anymore. Oh my gosh. Ursula, I can relate to that. I had a Facebook account for probably, it was like 9 years or something. I made it when I was like 11. And something happened where it wanted me to turn on like 2-factor authentication, and I forgot the password. Long story short, I never could get back into that account, and there was no way to recover anything. So I had to make a whole new account, which thank goodness I hadn't made Newsflash yet, because that would have been a huge issue not being able to access my Facebook page, because the personal accounts in the Facebook pages are linked because I'm technically like the owner. My MySpace account locked up yesterday. Is that still around? Keep us updated, Janelle. I will definitely tune in if you do a crocheting live stream. No way. That's what happened to you too, Ursula? I wonder how many people have been involved in that. Because, like, there's no number to call Facebook. It was really weird. I was like, there's really no way to get my account back. And I would get emails, too, of, like, Facebook saying, hey, you have, like, 4 billion notifications and messages. And I'm like, oh, people probably think I'm ignoring their messages or something, but I just can't get back into my old account. You miss MySpace? I never had a MySpace.
Alright, 124 en route from Sycamore and Melrose.
And 16.
Alright, 124, copy. Thank you.
Hey, David, the subject is conscious. I've got his attention. 1142.
Copy 1142. David 97.
Oh, I see some lights. Is that the... Oh. They just turned them off. You can see the sheriff unit driving on the right side of your screen. I'm assuming that was the one that had pulled somebody over and they're just heading out now.
For David 97.
Daniel, it's because you're a young thing. Sounds like water rescue in Ocean Beach right now. Someone jumped from the pier. I'll shoot Juan a text about that. It's more his jurisdiction. Tonight's project is a granny square cardigan with a hood and pockets. Wow. I'm assuming adding pockets and a hood and stuff like that is really complex. I'd be able to make like a string. Just a single line of yarn.
Are you guys going to be there for a little bit? One of us will be. Okay, we're in over. Sounds good, ETA.
The music feature was the best part on MySpace. I've heard stuff about that over time. Thank you, LA, for the tip, by the way. Another glizzy. Yeah, I've heard stuff about the music features on MySpace, but never have had one of my own. Alrighty, guys. Well, I think I'm going to wrap it up now. Thank you so much for joining tonight. Thank you for viewing, liking, tipping, subscribing, chatting, any sort of support. As always, I very much appreciate it. Thank you guys for 10,000 followers on Instagram. Absolutely could not have done that without the support of you guys. So thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I had a great time chatting with you guys. Same time next week, as always. I thought I just saw somebody out my window. That totally scared me. I think it was the shadow of the trailer or something. Anyways, thank you guys for hanging out tonight. You have a great, safe holiday weekend. Be careful on the roads this weekend. You know, you got the DUI drivers and stuff. Unfortunately, that's every weekend, but be on the lookout and have a great week following. And I will see you guys next Friday at 8 p.m. Thank you again, and I will see you guys then. Bye.